Hey, welcome. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another MSI Insiders live stream. I'm Peter.
And I'm Mike. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
And today we've got something a little bit different for you because normally we tend to spend a lot of time on our live streams looking at all the big, expensive hero products with all the best features, right? Which is what you typically do. There's a good reason for that. Most people love, looking at a Ferrari more than they do at
What's wrong with my Volkswagen?
Your local Fiat or Volkswagen indeed. Maybe not quite as sexy, but in the end, still there are some really good qualities to those more affordable products as well. So today we're going to be looking at some more affordable products in our gaming gear lineup, and as they are more affordable, they're also wired. While I was saying that, I was thinking, actually, wireless products, they're not the most expensive anymore either.
Anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So actually, some of them are quite more on the affordable side these days as well. Mm-hmm. These happen to be all wired, so yeah, we thought we'd make it a theme. So I've built this little wall of gaming gear products in front of us here. So today we're going to be checking out two controllers. These are the same, just different colors. The Forge GC200, black and white. We have the Forge GK320 COMBO, which consists out of the Forge GK320 keyboard and the Forge GM320 mouse, which is on this side there, and the Forge GK110 keyboard as well.
A lot of stuff today.
Yeah. So we're going to cover these as much as possible. Let us know if you have any questions about these, of course. Let us also know what you like or don't like about these products. I will also, because we talked about more affordable, I will do something which we normally don't like doing, which is give you some MSRP price indication to give at least some idea of
the ballpark.
The ballpark pretty much of what kind of, how much they cost. And that's actually because I think here it really makes it a really strong case for the value that you get, which in all these products is pretty damn high in my opinion. Also, we have a giveaway today, so as you can see over my shoulder here, we are giving away some copies of the game Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. And if we're lucky, and if we get through these products fast enough, I will actually be submitting myself to playing a little bit of Wu-Chang, which...
First time?
Yeah.
I also never played it before, so I hope we have some experienced people in chat to get us through.
Souls-like games is really... I tend to get frustrated with them because my timing is off. What I do like about them is they don't do hand-holding very much, which is like old school, right? Like you have to figure out things by failing. So I do like that concept.
Well, last year Eric and I did Elden Ring.
Yes.
You remember that one?
Oh yeah.
So we had a counter basically, and every time Eric died, we gave away a Steam Wallet code. That was a very expensive life.
I know. Yeah, that was like a mistake. We will not. Yeah, we will not repeat. I think because indeed we underestimated the amounts of codes we had. I think.
Yeah.
Or overestimated.
I didn't expect him to die that often.
I mean, these games are hard for a reason. So yeah, that's quite nice though.
Sesko is saying in Twitch chat, wired always more stable. It's actually quite interesting because I think nowadays wireless products tend to be very good, and also if you have like the newer mice and keyboards, they also can do high polling rates, so very low latency as well. But quite interestingly, last weekend I was at a LAN party, old school LAN party.
All right.
And
wait, you guys still have those?
Yeah, we still do.
Wow.
I think the average age is now approaching 40 years old. But
yeah, true.
I think maybe even exceeding.
Everybody's getting gray hairs.
I think exceeding 40 years old.
Right. This is painful.
But we still do. And I was playing some Rocket League, which I always play with a controller.
Yes.
Because analog input just makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
I use a wireless controller.
Yeah.
I usually sit like this, and then I have my controller under the table. Yeah. But this wasn't a wooden table. It was like a metal kind of table. And it completely blocked out the wireless signal. So it completely lost my controller. So I ended up plugging in.
You lost control.
Yeah, I definitely lost control. So I ended up plugging in my wireless controller.
But wait, so what is more important? Your posture, let's say. So for you, that you can sit like with your hands underneath the table, and because that's kind of like your go-to posture, or the fact that you could use your wireless controller, because you could just hold it on the table or in a different position.
Technically I could, would be fine as well, but at a certain point I would forget and I want to change position and I automatically do like that and then, oh shit, it's gone again.
True. Yeah.
But it's also better for my back to sit like this.
Yes,
but
true. Yeah. No, but I guess but that's a very specific circumstance, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the end, the take that wireless products are either slower or less stable or whatever you have.
At home, I never had issues because I have a wooden desk.
But it's like an old take. So in the past, like really when first wireless products came along, this was kind of true, and it was for multiple reasons, because the wireless technology was still in its infancy, let's say, so there was a bit more latency, but also it was a bit hamstrung because the hardware, like take a mouse for example, the sensor that you had in there had to be powered, and so they had like low power versions of sensors that they would use for wireless products, because obviously they work on batteries. But those lower powered versions were also not quite as accurate, or the polling rate was slower, or those kind of stuff. So they actually did have some drawbacks compared to, at least performance wise, compared to
or you put in the higher end sensor, but the battery life becomes an issue. And nowadays you can get the combination of an extremely good sensor with low low
we
power
are I saw a video recently which I thought was quite interesting, that they were highlighting that we're fighting for like fractions of a millisecond gain these days in terms of the hardware, especially peripherals, the freaking really high polling rates, but also monitors, with the refresh rate and stuff like that. So internal latency that we've brought down already by a hell of a lot. But the one thing that really hasn't been addressed that much was audio latency, it seems. Which was quite interesting, but that's because it's not as simple as the input and stuff like that. This is actually, that has to do with the coding in the game as well, and the timing of how it's being sent to the sound card. So there was no clear solution, but I thought it was interesting because the amount of delay, perceived delay, let's say, was so much higher than anything that you could get with even a regular office mouse these days, or that latency was already so much lower that you get with even with the best professional audio equipment, with like a dedicated, very high quality recording studio sound card, which was purpose built for the absolute minimum latency. Still, the latency of, and this differed per game a bit. I believe Valorant was still pretty good. And Overwatch was one of the worst, and Counter-Strike was somewhere in the middle. But I mean, all of these games are competitive games, so you would expect that everything, the latency of sound and stuff was really important.
But that's also the funny thing with like the higher end audio interfaces.
Yeah,
it's always a bit of a trade-off. If you increase the quality of the audio, you will also increase the delay.
Yeah, but this wasn't really, that's in PCs indeed, I think, indeed. But this was more like, an external audio interface that we're using. Because they thought, like, what if we take that part away and then take something that's like ridiculously expensive, like it was like couple of $1,000s, and it was like a proper recording studio where your time, if you're recording instruments and stuff, like timing is also really important. So you want zero delay, otherwise your timing can be off. And so that's why they tested that, and I just thought that was interesting because I'd never really considered that. But
when I mostly noticed how much audio delay can also annoy you in a video game is when at a certain point, I use a wireless headset, but my battery was dead. It's just one with a dongle. But I had my noise cancelling headphones. I have these Sony headphones, and I just connected them through Bluetooth with my PC.
Yeah, there's a delay.
That's a big delay.
Comparatively, absolutely.
Even though my other headset is also a wireless headset, but with the dongle it was so much faster than using Bluetooth.
2.4, like the Wi-Fi 2.5. It's both 2.5, 2.4. Sorry.
Bluetooth is as well, but the latency was much higher.
Yes.
Also depends on the audio codec and all those.
That's interesting though, because you say and I think this is tied to it. If you look at some of the specs that we, for example, I also have looked into this with some of our products. When we list battery life, and we have products that are capable of both 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi with the dongle and Bluetooth.
Bluetooth is much more energy efficient.
Yeah, because it's way more. But I think that has to do with also like the latency. So like I guess the polling rate is a bit lower and stuff like that. So this is all. It's way more energy efficient. So it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because also now with wireless mice, if you use a dongle, they're generally 1,000 hertz nowadays, sometimes even higher. But on Bluetooth, you're limited to 125 hertz, for example, so your polling is a lot more. You also feel it. There's like a slight delay if you use the Bluetooth one. It feels a bit like one of those older wireless mice.
Yeah, true.
But for battery life, if you use it at the office or something, then it'll
last longer. True.
So it's very good that many of those mice also have the switching feature between Bluetooth and the dongle.
Anyway, that's going to be not an excuse for me today in Fall and Feathers, because we're using wired products.
So you're the latency.
Yes, the latency is in my head. Like it's with most things. Like some of my IT colleagues that I know, they will say like 99% of the time the problem you're experiencing on your PC is located between the keyboard and the seat, which is very much the case today, probably. Anyway, let's see. So if any guys, if you have any interesting questions, let us know. Theo Mayer is asking, how many MSI controllers have they actually released? Well, you mean in total or that are currently available? I'm gonna assume the latter, because like our products, they tend to refresh over time, and so some of them go end of life, and so they once they sell out, they're not restocked, and then others take their place, which are newer. Do you plan to unpack the device? Yes. we
will keep them in the box for the rest of it.
And then talk about them. But actually, maybe we can switch to, because I have the actually the MSI website pulled up here. So you can always check if you wonder what kind of products we have. So basically msi.com, and then go to products, peripherals, and then you can click any kind of category view. You can change that later on as well in the product selector. But if we check out controllers, for example, I was already there, so you can see what our current controllers are. And actually, these aren't even our current controllers. This actually includes products that are, I believe, end of life already. So the GC30 and GC20, I do believe they are end of life.
But some may still be available at certain stores.
Yes.
So some may still have them in stock.
True, that's the V2s, of course. But the V1s, for example, there was once we didn't call them V1, but they were the first version of Forge GC30 and GC20. They are obviously no longer listed here. Doesn't mean they didn't exist, but they are not being sold.
So completely replaced by the V2.
Yes, exactly. So currently we have actively, I think, 6 controllers that we are selling, which is the Force GC300 wireless, also available in white. The Force Pro wireless, which is only available in black, but also in the Stalker 2 edition, which was quite limited. So not sure if those are still available. And the 2 products we're talking about today. So that's the GC200 and GC200 white.
Actually, if you're interested in the wireless versions of the GC300 wireless, we already have discussed those in the live stream, where we also talk about them in more detail. Today we'll specifically focus at the wired GC200.
Yes. You can also filter for the newest. Correct. I mean, at the moment, I have indeed filtered for release date, which means the latest ones will be listed first. But you can also indeed select by popularity, which should indicate which ones get the most visits, which product pages.
Special editions are most popular, apparently.
I'm not surprised.
They look kind of cool.
Like, that's the thing, right? They look, they have like a very distinctive look. So I'm not surprised. They look really cool. Or by name. Sometimes that helps. In this case, it doesn't really make that much sense to me. But release date tells you which ones are the latest ones. So maybe let's start with the controllers. I think that might be
sounds good.
So first, you take that one. Okay, you unpack one, I unpack the other.
Yeah. So a white version and a black version. I have the white one right here.
I have the black one. So the packaging quite simple, I would say.
But does the job.
It does. But again, like the key here is that we try to focus on affordability as well. So we try not to spend too much money on things that really either you throw away or, you know, it doesn't matter. So as long as it keeps the product safe, that's all it needs to do. There we go, and there's the black version. I really like, it's a really nice clean design.
Yeah.
With the matte finish on it.
And in terms of layout, it is, for people who are used to Xbox controllers, this will look familiar.
Yes.
So also the button layout with the A, B, X, Y, and the colors and stuff will look familiar to Xbox users.
Indeed, yeah. I must admit, I'm not that much of a controller user, but indeed, I have tried it earlier, and it just feels really natural as well, the shape. Why I'm saying I don't really know that much about it was like the buttons, I don't know exactly what they do. I did try it a bit, but the shield one was quite interesting, but I think you can also customize that. But it brought up some, I was playing Wu-Chang, and so in Steam it would rotate the function. So it would bring up several things actually. I can show that later on. But I thought that was quite interesting. So it ranged from just bringing up like Steam, the Steam interface with chat and stuff like that and friends, but also some performance metrics from the PC. That was quite interesting. So I'd never seen that before, and I'm also not sure if that's part of Steam or something else, but yeah, that was quite cool. But yeah, I mean, these things quite basic, but they have pretty much everything you need for games like Wu-Chang, I would say. They have the two thumbsticks, of course, which are analog. We'll go into a little bit more detail later on. I'll grab the product page as well. So you have two analog thumbsticks. You have the D-pad, direction pad, which is it's 4 directions pretty much, but you can, you know, if you practice a little bit, you can make it 8.
Quickly switching camera.
Yeah.
Measuring the length. So this is approximately your own height, right? If you completely extend your arms.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so. That, I think that should be similar to your.
So then it's 2 meters.
Personal. Yeah, I think it should be because
I'm not 2 meters tall. Neither are you.
I'm about 180.
Yeah, I'm 185.
And I have a bit left here.
Yeah.
Which should be approximately 20 centimeters. So I would say 2 meters.
Yeah. According to the specs on the website, that's correct. 2 meters.
Nice.
Yeah.
So my way of measurement works.
It's something else than bananas.
Yeah. Mic for scale instead of banana for scale.
But I mean, 2 meters. I'd say that's pretty much sufficient, right? For, I mean, if you're looking at your LAN parties, how far away usually is your system, or are you sitting at a desk?
It's right in front. I'm sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
When it may not be enough, but when I would recommend a wireless controller anyway, is if you want to do couch gaming.
Yeah.
Because this, then I think in most situations 2 meters will not be enough. But even if you have a longer cable and your beer is in front of you, it's not safe.
Depends on how big your TV is, right?
That's true. That's true. But I think not many people are within 2 meters of their television. Yeah.
But you guys agree, disagree that 2 meters is good? Because I'm seeing Alan JT saying only 2 meters and not 3. I mean, would 3 meters really add that much?
Yeah, I think if you're going that far away from your PC, wireless will make more sense.
Probably, yeah. You're probably looking at...
This is more the type of controller you would use if you would sit at a desk and gaming behind your PC.
Yeah, yeah. And you can still do, like, well, maybe not couch, but like sit on the carpet in front of the TV with this. That would still work.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm not sure if it's comfortable, but...
Depends on the carpet.
That's true. I don't have a carpet.
You know.
For me, it's a cold stone floor.
Oof. Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't sound very comfortable.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
I have a question. Can I see the USB port? Yes, you can.
No, it's glorious.
Yeah. There we go. So it's a regular USB type, but a connector.
Yes, but it has gold coating. For extra corrosion resistance and stuff like that.
And for extra swag.
Yes, exactly. For extra style points, sure.
So if you also have a golden tooth, then it's extra cool with it.
Yes, or a golden monocle.
Then Lee says USB 3.0 on the spec.
It does, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. not quite sure
what you would need it for.
Exactly, what good that is. So it's a bit overkill, but hey, it's
Yeah, a controller doesn't necessarily need more bandwidth than what.
Especially not if you don't have like extra connectors, because this one, I mean, maybe you can show you're a bit close to the camera, but like it's just a controller. Some controllers have like an audio jack on it for chat or stuff like that. These don't. So this is just a controller indeed, without any extra connections. So really,
also no buttons on the back, like somehow. Yeah. Like with the more premium controllers, sometimes have buttons here. Yeah. Also, our controllers, for example, have that.
Exactly. The other ones, I believe, do have them. So this one is relatively basic, but again, like if you're just looking for your run-of-the-mill basic controller that's dependable, that's very durable, then this is a good one to go for. Also, when talking about durability, is that this one, the triggers on it, they are Hall effect. So you will notice that they pretty much have very little resistance, so they're really easy to.
Very smooth.
Exactly, very smooth. So that makes it very easy to, as long as you have like a good control of your finger muscles, that should make it very easy to make very precise movements and control how far you're pressing it, which is really nice for all kinds of games, racing or other things where you really have to control the throttle, for example.
Yeah.
And also, well, it makes it really durable because there's no parts that, because obviously
it's still a moving part.
Exactly, it's still a moving part, but there's less. So the wear and tear on it is a lot less than your analog triggers.
Yeah, you don't have the internal friction points basically that you would have with regular analog triggers.
Yeah, exactly. So they should last quite a long time. And other than that, I mean, they just feel really, really solid. All the buttons as well. TMR has benefits for triggers. Oh, I saw that. What the hell was TMR again? That's another thing that's coming up also in switches, in keyboard switches, right? They were saying move over Hall effect, TMR is the future or something like that. Don't know.
I don't know about triggers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sticks are Hall effect too? Sasko is asking.
Sorry?
I think they're normal analog sticks, right?
These are, yes. Well,
so
they're
these
analog.
two basically.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Are the face buttons clicky? What are the face buttons? Are those no, these are the shoulder buttons, right?
Yeah, these are the shoulders.
Yeah.
Or the bumpers, as there's something.
When you say clicky, do you mean they make a clicky sound or like your...
No, you have like some controllers, they basically use the micro switches that you would also find in a mouse, for example.
Oh, right.
So it's like the actual click that you know. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well,
so you have very little travel also with that, but these are more like
I would
regular
say these
buttons.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's very clear. Like tactile, I would say it does have like very clear tactile points where you press them.
Yeah.
So clicky sound, no. Probably not. So let me pull up the product page quickly. Maybe we can put that on the screen as well.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can go through the. Here we go. Maybe
let me use that one.
Yeah, there you go. So this is on the website. You can find this information if you'd like to know more after this live stream, of course. First off, analog thumbsticks, 2 of them, very accurate. I mean, these are very dependable, proven technology. They're being used in a lot of similar products as well. So nothing special, but I think very good for your basic essential.
Something to note about the analog joysticks, they're also like you would find them in the Xbox layout. So if you're used to, for example, a PlayStation controller, then you would have one analog stick over there where the D-pad is, and one over there. So they're both at the bottom. Here you have one at the bottom and one here at your left.
Yeah.
And this is always a preference-based thing, and usually also what people are used to, because I'm very much used to this layout.
But maybe like if you were a PlayStation family, then
I grew up with Super Nintendo. I didn't have analog sticks.
You had the gun.
Yeah, I just had a D-pad over there.
So basically everything is more ergonomic for you already,
yeah, basically
like,
yes.
Instead of a rectangle.
Yeah, indeed. But after that I moved, well, I was already playing on PC, but I always used the Xbox layout type controllers.
Yeah, okay.
For me it feels more natural because you also use the buttons here and you basically have your thumbs in the same position. Whereas if you would have the analog stick here, then for me it feels kind of off with my thumb.
Yeah, it's not symmetrical, let's say.
So this thumb is higher than the other one, so that's why I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I can also see that if people are used to the PlayStation layout for such a long time, then this can feel weird, of course. Yeah. It's also partly muscle memory.
Yeah, that's the thing, I think. Whatever, you get used to things, so... okay, then the thing we already mentioned, but the Hall effect triggers indeed. So very accurate, but especially should be very, very durable. They don't you don't get as much wear and tear on them because there's less moving parts, let's say. Yeah, very interesting, very good Hall effect technology as well. Let's see, people are saying, okay, it's not full Hall effect, I won't buy. I mean, then you're looking at a different segment, LNJT. I mean, that's fine, obviously, but this is the more affordable segment, let's say. So it's a choice. Obviously, also vibrating motors.
I also see a comment, controllers with wires are bad. I don't think they necessarily are, but it serves different people. Yeah.
Different audience.
Yeah,
exactly.
If you're always playing at your PC, then I don't think the wire is that much of an issue.
No, yeah. I mean, then you also never have to care or think about charging
those kind of things.
Batteries.
That's of course the benefit.
Yeah, exactly.
As mentioned before, it's very stable. So in case you have a metal desk, like I experienced last weekend, then it is beneficial. But yeah, in other situations, I can totally see why you would go for a wireless model.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, you're completely free to choose, because also that in terms of the price points, I will mention it later for this controller as well. But our wireless version, so the GC300, which we did a live stream about a few months ago, is actually not that much more expensive than the GC200. So, and that's because you don't have a wireless option. So, I mean, it's really up to you what you want, and you have plenty of choice. And that's the thing, like we just want to offer you, some choice, that you, even in this segment, you still have plenty to choose. Yeah. So vibrating motors, obviously, always nice for the extra sensory input. We used to call them rumble, didn't we? I'm not sure if it's still the case.
It's still a rumble effect.
Yeah. Also gives it a bit of extra bass, usually.
Especially if you have it like on top of your desk.
I still remember sometimes when I was completely taken off guard when I had a controller just connected to my PC, and then I started playing a game, and then out of nowhere I'm just like, the hell is that like vibrating sound? Like, did I leave my phone somewhere? And then it turns out like, oh, it's like the game is trying to. So anyway.
Fat was asking, do the controllers work with KVMs? Technically they should, it's just USB.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's basic USB, so I don't see why not.
Carl says, I can't live without my vibrating motors.
They're all around us, dude.
Well, I actually, because I mostly play Rocket League with a controller.
Yeah.
And my controller actually switches off the vibrating motors if the battery is almost dead. And that is super annoying because I actually thought I wouldn't mind that much. Yeah. But I noticed that in my head, I know when I have boost in the game, because that's when it starts to vibrate.
Right. Okay.
So I thought I was out of boost all the time, but I did have it. So subconsciously, it did have an effect.
But that's because you're used to that. Yeah. And so it becomes like kind of like muscle memory. You're expecting that sensation.
But I was never aware of that. That I actually determined whether or not I had
gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with rumble.
Apparently, automatically, I determined whether or not I had boost by the rumble effect on the controller.
Which is interesting, because then you do start to notice then.
Yeah.
Suddenly.
I did.
Yeah.
And I was super annoyed, so I replaced the battery and I was good to go.
Exactly. Well, you wouldn't have that problem.
No, here I wouldn't. No,
if you use the wired version. Okay. Anyway, the grip pattern on the sides is something we've used on a lot of other products as well. It's a bit like a diamond shaped. Let's see if I can hold it closer. There you go. It's really nice. It's not rubberized on this product, so that also means it won't wear out. It will stay exactly the same, and it just gives you some extra grip. It's subtle enough that it doesn't really dig into your hands or anything like that. It's not uncomfortable.
Oh, that's nice. Gives you a little bit more grip.
Exactly, but it does feel a lot more grippy. Yeah. It does. Yeah, and I mean the whole matte finish of the product does that already. But yeah, just that little bit extra, and it really it's a how do you call that? Yeah, the embossed, or what do you want to call it? But you can really feel the structure of it. Let's see. And other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, cross-platform compatibility. So these things are suitable to play with on PC and Android devices.
But that is where I would go for the wireless one.
Maybe, yeah. That it depends. But it's easier to connect that to mobile devices. That's true. It usually supports it quite well.
And for example, use Bluetooth, because here you can, of course, use it like with a phone.
Yes.
But not many phones have USB Type A, so you would need an adapter to get it to Type C.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So then Bluetooth would usually make more sense.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's actually quite interesting as well, because before we talked about audio delay over Bluetooth.
Yes.
But controllers over Bluetooth is perfectly fine.
Okay. Because it's more simple data, I guess.
I don't know how it works exactly. I think it has to do, I think a lot of the delay with audio and Bluetooth has to do with audio codec.
Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
Yeah, and you don't have that with a controller.
No. So because it's straight input, numbers and stuff like that, and it's simplified, I guess, in terms of. But if you have audio, it actually has some content that it needs to stream, let's say, over that signal.
But strange enough, also with mouse input, I do feel it much more if I use it in Bluetooth mode than with controller input, for some reason.
That I cannot explain, other than I would say polling rate. But then again, you would expect that the polling rate
should be the same as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said that's the thing I thought about, but then it doesn't make sense because they should both have the same.
Yeah, it's weird, right? I also don't know why.
Maybe it's because you're more laid back when you're using a controller.
Depends on the match. If it's a very tight Rocket League match, then.
Or maybe because again, did we ever measure the actual latency on controllers versus a mouse? Because maybe even the wireless controllers.
There are some YouTube channels that do whole comparisons about it.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be surprised if controller input. And I'm not sure how because again, this movement here, if you're using a thumbstick, that takes longer to get to full swing anyway. Pressing a button is instant, so you could compare that to clicking a button on a mouse and see what the latency is.
I think and that could be the difference, where I mostly feel it when using a mouse is when you would look around in a game.
The movement.
Yeah, the movement. Yeah. Not necessarily the clicking.
And I think that's because of what you're used to as well. Because the mouse movement is supposed to feel instant snappy, smooth. And you've come to expect that from mouse. So if it doesn't, then that will stand out. Yeah. With controllers, it's maybe still it feels a little bit more lazy, because if you're looking around, you still have to. I don't know. In my mind, it would feel less snappy anyway, because you don't have that. You also can't really change the. Not in the same way, at least, the speed at which you look around, let's say, or you move the direction. Yeah. So there's always a subconscious delay, at least for me in my head. For slower movements, I would choose this. If I want to look around indeed, or then it's fine. But if I need to be super friggin' quick and do flick shots and stuff like that, I really wouldn't prefer a controller for that.
No.
But that's just what my reference point is. So. Yeah, driving games are quite suited, because then you've got this really, it's like a smooth movement, let's say, and not like a jerky one, you want to switch to direction. Yeah.
Alan says Bluetooth can be delayed. I find that 2.4 is more responsive. Yeah, with a mouse I have the same, but with a controller I think it's much harder to tell. If I wouldn't see my controller, I wouldn't be able to tell if it's plugged in or if I use it wirelessly, except for when I have an Apple table. Whereas with a mouse, I can easily tell.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, it is different for me. For me, it's much easier to accept a controller over Bluetooth than a mouse over Bluetooth.
Yeah. Yeah, but then, again, like, it's different. It's...
I think it's the type of input that makes a difference.
Yeah, it's not that directly comparable in my head as well, for some reason. So, yeah. Down south is saying on Twitch, Bluetooth is such a poor standard overall. I don't agree. It's just different.
It's very versatile. That's a big benefit.
And it's also still in development because you keep getting new versions, so they keep improving it. It seems like there's still a lot of room to improve for that as well. So I think it's very interesting. It's a different use case, let's say. So I love the fact, for example, that it's way more energy efficient, as we mentioned earlier. Yeah. Because that makes it very cool to use for things that don't require quite that low latency. If you're just listening to music or movies and you have like just a built-in buffer, let's say, then it really doesn't matter. Yeah. But you do get the benefit of having way more playback time on the same amount of battery life.
Yeah, exactly. But also, it's so widely used that it makes certain things much easier.
Oh, also,
like for example, connecting to the audio system in your car with your phone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would have a hard time living without Bluetooth there.
Yeah, but then again, like that's because
do you remember those times, like plugging in your MP3 player to your car to get the audio?
Oh yeah, I still do that because I still have an old car as well there, and it's just like an aux input, let's say, right? Auxiliary.
You know,
input.
you have transmitters for that, right?
I know, but like
you still do old school. You plug it in.
It's an old car, you know.
But my phone doesn't even have an audio jack anymore. Does yours?
No.
So how do you plug it in?
No, I didn't plug my phone in. But I used to plug other device, like a Discman. You know?
It's already modern.
Walkman. School, yeah, exactly. Yeah, old school Walkman. No, but yeah.
Oh, we still have some people in chat as well.
Yeah, exactly. There plug it in. Wires for the win. Yeah, plug it in. Plug in, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too lazy for that.
That's the thing, but like then I would have to invest in like having a Bluetooth receiver and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
I guess I'm too lazy for that.
Yeah, both our cars have Bluetooth in there.
Yeah.
But I have not the fanciest phone, so mine cannot charge wirelessly. So for charging, I still need to plug it in.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But that's a nice thing with the QR chargers. If your phone can do it, you can just stick it on there, and it's automatically connected wirelessly.
It's going in that direction anyway.
True.
So, but yeah, it takes a while.
There's quite a lot of people really still plugging.
Yeah. They love
using the auxiliary
exactly
on the car.
Yes.
That surprised me. I thought everyone was using Bluetooth in the car.
I think most people that have it probably will, because once you get used to it, it is handy. Like one of we have two cars, and so one is quite old, and we're kind of just driving it because like we have it, and it's handy to have it sometimes. But the other one, like the family car, does have it. It's way newer, and so it has all the fancy stuff. So on that one, yeah, I'll use Bluetooth. The only thing I really hate is that sometimes when we pull up to the house, and then like the other person will be in a phone call and they have like a Bluetooth set connected or something, and then suddenly it jumps to the car.
Ah, no, I don't have that.
That's really annoying.
But when my girlfriend is still at home and I start the car, her phone is consistently faster connecting to the Bluetooth in my car.
Exactly.
So I have to manually switch device before I can use it.
First world problems, guys.
Yeah, because
I
thought if I would drive out of range of her phone, it will automatically switch to my phone.
You're being called
it doesn't.
You're being called out by CP09 on Twitch.
Girlfriend. I mean player 2, not girlfriend.
Girlfriend? He's not a real gamer.
Well, actually, she is more of the gamer in our household. Oof. She does games more than I do.
She's less of a hardware person and more of a game person, I guess.
I'm the hardware nerd, she's the gamer.
Yes, anyway. What does advanced thumbsticks mean? They're more advanced than your run-of-the-mill kind. So we did our job, our homework, and we made sure that we picked really good ones for this.
Helen says, wait, girlfriend, are you not married? Interesting. No, we're not married. And will never happen as well. She knows, by the way.
Oh God, so basically you're telling Alan So you're saying there's a chance?
For Alan, there is always a chance.
Yes. Still has a chance. There you go. Anyway, if you ever meet Mike at any event, just drop on one knee and there you go. You'll find out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the Forge GC200 controller. Oh yeah, I did promise you guys I was going to talk about the price. So the GC200 controller is around the $30 if you're in the US, excluding VAT, or 32, I believe also excluding VAT euro, 32 euro, $30. So it's around the same price point. And for that price, again, like I think it's a very good deal, very good value.
Are you sure the euro price is excluding VAT?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Huh.
Yeah, but it's going to be around the 30. Again, like that's MSRP.
Yeah.
Usually you'll get discounts. Black Friday is coming up. So
only the black controller will be on sale?
Yeah, no, we don't. I don't think we discriminate like that.
Okay.
No.
Good.
Yeah. But no, it's like, so, you know, you probably get it for a little bit lower than that, but...
or you have like Black Friday, White Christmas. Nice, right?
Sure. So
which one do you prefer?
So we need a pink or a red one for Valentine's Day,
I think we definitely do need a pink one.
And a yellow one for Easter.
A pink one would make me very happy.
Maybe like one of those pastel yellow ones for Easter.
It's also quite nice. Can we have a baby blue one?
Oof. Like for a gender reveal?
Or just because I like baby blue a lot.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, look, if you dip it in baby blue ink, then maybe. But actually don't.
By the way, that voids warranty, just so you guys know.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, no. Anyway. But yeah, so we were talking about affordable, so yeah, there you go.
Flotten is asking, Peter, MSI Aero GTX 1080 or RTX 5060 Ti? Well, 5060 Ti.
These are very, very different cards. They are
1080
four generations apart.
Yeah, 1080 was a very good card for its time.
Yes.
But it ages. Like an RTX 5060 Ti is a lot faster, obviously.
Yes.
It's much newer. It packs newer technology.
I also don't know,
well.
like, if you would find those two for the same price, I would go for the 5060 Ti instantly. Because, like, 1080 is not really worth that price anymore, I would say. It is still a beast if you have it. That's fine.
That's the cool thing about the 1080. Even though I think it's from 2015, 16?
2015 or 16, yeah. That's actually,
I think 16.
That was the first generation I helped to participate and was able to do something.
So it's like MSI. 9 years old, but it is actually still quite capable in modern games as well.
I've been using the 1080 Ti, so a little bit higher than that, but like until just a few years back, I think.
I'm still using my 1070 in the
that was also a good card.
Yeah, we use we have like a home theater PC like underneath our television, and that one we also kind of use as a game console.
Yeah.
And my 1070 is still going strong there.
Yeah. So again, like for me, like if you're asking advice on which GPU, I always ask the question. Well, it depends. Is your current GPU causing you any issues? You know, are you really noticing it's coming up short? Then yeah, maybe it's worth it. And how much money you want to spend on that is really up to you, because it really depends on what you want to spend on it. And
it says NVIDIA dropped support for 10 series. Yeah, that is correct. So it's not getting any better, but it still works for the time being.
It will also not get optimization, like game optimization stuff anymore. I mean, but again, like it really depends. That might not really matter. Okay. So you're basically saying nope, but drivers. Even then, like just because it doesn't get new drivers doesn't mean it's going to stop working all of a sudden. Yeah. It might after a while, like if you have newer titles, that it might not support, but it already doesn't support some features like ray tracing in some newer titles. So again, like if the titles you are playing are still fine on your 1080, you're still fine. You don't need to upgrade. Whenever you run into some issues and you find that you want to play something and it doesn't play, or it's a slideshow, then you might want to look into it.
Like for example, on our home theater PC, we mostly play like party kind of games, there it works perfectly fine. And maybe games like It Takes Two, stuff like that. Yeah, it's still okay. Yeah.
So Alan JT doesn't have those problems. He has a 5090, he says. And then he still disables ray tracing on all games. Now that's something I don't understand. If you have the capacity...
Oh no, I do the same. Come on. I also disable ray tracing. More frames.
But you don't have a 5090.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I could grab one. There's one right next to you, I think.
No, that's why I'm sitting in between you and the 5090. I'm guarding it.
But no, even with the 5090, I would still disable ray tracing because I just go for very high FPS, and also I feel like visibility in games tends to be a bit better if you just use pure rasterization.
It depends. I think it looks prettier.
Ray tracing makes it look prettier.
Yeah, a hell of a lot prettier.
It doesn't necessarily give you a competitive advantage.
Ray tracing is not there to give you a competitive advantage.
No,
that's not the purpose of it.
No, I know.
Yeah, but I mean, for you, then in that case, you always use the lowest resolution.
Yes, I do.
Lowest settings, and then I mean, there you go.
That's exactly what I do.
That's why ray tracing isn't for you.
Yeah, no, true. So even with the 5090, I would still drop all the settings to low, probably.
True, but again, like that's your preference.
Hey, there's more
FPS
on my team.
is always better. No. More
yes,
RGB.
Andres.
More RGB
Let's
is
go.
always better. Okay.
That equals more FPS, right?
Should do. Yeah, true. But then you don't have to lower the settings because you just get more RGB.
Marshall says also ray tracing in gaming is mostly a marketing move to get more people spend more money for bullshit. I don't necessarily agree on that one because games do look prettier with ray tracing, and some, like if you have these story-driven games and stuff, I can see why people like just way prettier games. Eric also likes all the eye candy in more competitive titles, so Eric is really much into...
Me too, I want to see my skins in Counter-Strike and stuff like that.
You even apply skins.
Yeah. I didn't buy them, so it's...
I couldn't care less about cosmetic stuff in games. I really don't care.
I like it a bit, as long as it's not too distracting. So animations is a no-no for me, but you know, if it just looks nice with nice colors or a nice design...
And Rocket League as well, I'm perfectly fine with like the most standard car.
I don't know.
Maybe I would have a Christmas-themed one around the holidays, but other than that, I really don't care.
But you're a Christmas fan.
That's true. So that's true.
Can you scroll up a little bit, because I think Flotanafi 2011 on Twitch was asking. They were asking the question about the 1080 or 5060 Ti. I think he was specifically asking, I want a Vanguard 5060 Ti, but that doesn't exist. That's right, and I did want to address that. Because, and also, if you look at a model like Supreme, which is very high-end in our graphics card lineup, that also doesn't exist below, I believe, a 5070. And I think the same thing goes for Vanguard. So the logic behind it is like this. Below a certain price point, for the GPU, let's say, so the graphics chip itself, so below a 5070, you get to a price point where adding a hell of a lot of cost on top to create a very, very premium graphics card like Vanguard or Supreme just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because then you're pretty much approaching the price point for the next tier up of GPU. So you'll see that if you do that, most people will tend to go for the, like instead of a 5060 Ti Vanguard or Supreme, they'll go for the 5070 instead, maybe a Ventus model, but you'll probably get a lot more performance out of that. So that's why we didn't elect to create these very expensive or very premium designs, let's say.
The other thing is also when you have like a mid-range GPU, the TDP and the power consumption tends to be quite a bit lower than the high-end GPUs.
Yes.
So it doesn't make sense to spend a ton of money on a huge cooler on there, where the GPU itself doesn't need that amount of cooling.
Yeah, there's only so much cooling that you can make a difference.
At a certain point, you don't really have benefit out of it anymore, but you do pay for a much better cooler then. So it wouldn't make sense at a certain point. So that's why these coolers are only on the higher end models.
Now he's asking, can the Arrow get back? It depends, because we had two Arrows. There was the original Arrow that was a blower style design, if I remember correctly, which used to be like the reference design. Those I don't think are making a comeback. But if you're talking about Arrow ITX, which we also had in the past, those were the smaller cards, single fan. Those actually not sure if they're still called Aero, but I did notice recently that we introduced some cards.
Inspire, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. So now they just have a different name. They have a little bit of a different look as well.
But similar concept.
Exactly, but they are single. Wait, maybe I can actually look at it here.
Also, the Aero with the blower style fans that we had in the past, they made a lot of sense for example, multi-GPU setups where they were located very close to each other.
Yeah.
But nowadays, multi-GPU is less of a thing. Yeah. With the exception of, for example, AI tests and stuff like that. But for gaming, it isn't anymore.
No. So you can see, actually, we are currently offering both 5050s and 5060s in single fans, or the ITX form factor. 5060 Ti, then you're up to 2 fans because they just need a little bit more cooling. So having a single fan there, we judged to probably not be the best case scenario, because then you probably need the fans to spin a bit faster, so it becomes a bit loud, so not ideal. 2 fans, they get the job done. But yeah, these are the ITX cards we have at the moment on 5050 and 5060. Yeah. But that's they're called Inspire nowadays, and they have a little bit of a different look to them. But yeah.
Yeah, the Aero ITX were completely black cards indeed. So the 1070 I was talking about earlier.
Black and silver, I believe, or something. Yeah.
The 1070 that I talked about earlier, that's actually an Aero ITX one.
Yeah. But still the same concept. Yeah. All right. Let's do a giveaway.
Sounds good.
Let's maybe give away one copy of Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. So if you haven't participated yet, you can go to msi.com/2/insider. Exactly as it says on the top there. Or follow the Gleam link that's being shared in the chat every, I believe, 5 minutes by our bot. It's being shared in the chat on Twitch and YouTube. We are streaming on multiple platforms. If you're watching our stream on any of the other platforms, we do recommend you join it on either YouTube or Twitch, because there you also get the extra goodies in the chat, like the codes. And so, there you can subscribe. There's a bunch of actions that you can perform. Every action gets you more points, and then it's a random draw system that Mike will do right now.
I'm making the letters a little bit bigger.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, man, it's like, I don't have glasses for no reason, dude.
Okay, there you go. Our first winner for a game code for Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers is
Aldrichenko.
Congratulations. You
Aldrichenko.
won the first code. So please keep an eye on our mailbox, then we'll email the code to you with some instructions now to redeem it in the coming days. Congrats.
Yeah, it's a Steam code, so it should be fine. I mean, most people have Steam, right? I would say.
Most, yes. Yeah.
Steam is the preferred platform for most people. Oh, nice. Yeah, a lot of GGs. And then I think it's time for us to move on to the next product.
Cool.
Right? Yep, let's park these here.
Create some space. Yes. Do you want to start with the keyboard and mouse bundle, or just the keyboard?
Yeah, let's do that. So this is the Forge GK320 COMBO. And we have, like, when the word combo is in there, it basically means you get a mouse and keyboard in this case, and it will always bear the name of the keyboard, so that's why it's GK, gaming keyboard.
I was thinking about food, like a combo platter.
You're probably just hungry.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah.
Stop it, or I'll get hungry too. And that would not bode well for the stream. Then we'd have to order something. Anyway, let's keep going. So basically, yeah, we will also, if you see a combo, a lot of our keyboards are also being offered in a combo with a mouse. In this case, GK320 combo with the GM320 mouse. On the back,
so GK gaming keyboard,
yes,
GM gaming mouse.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, and then there's GC gaming controller. That was in the past. G. What was it?
H.
Headset? Yeah, GH gaming headset. I was thinking about mousepad. GD, I think. Yeah, GD gaming pad, because we already, like, GP sounded a bit weird. Gaming pad. GMP. Gaming mouse pad. You could do that, but then it's not 2 letters anymore. Anyway, so we went for GD.
Anyway. GS, gaming surface. Well. That's a good idea, right?
The gaming surface, my God. Yeah. Get the dictionary out for that one, guys. Anyway, flat clicker. Yes, so keyboard and mouse. It's part of the Forge series, which does mean it comes. It's in the more affordable range of our products. So let's open it up. Actually, I'll have Mike do that because he's my assistant on that side. Exactly. Unbox that sucker. So I can already spoil a little bit for you. The keyboard is a mechanical keyboard.
Ooh. I like mechanical keyboards.
Yes. And it's in the affordable range. So it's mechanical in the affordable range, which is double nice. Because usually mechanical means ching ching, expensive.
Some, accessories already?
Yeah. Oh, this is kind of a spoiler, but yeah.
I'm doing the unboxing.
Yes. Yeah. We didn't rehearse. It's all spontaneous.
And the mouse.
There you go.
Oh, other way around. There we go.
So neatly packaged.
Mm-hmm.
What is the keycap nut?
So what do we have in front of us?
We'll get to that. So there is a keyboard, obviously, that's the GK320 itself. And there's the mouse, which is the GM320. So they are obviously a pair. Yeah, linear switches.
Satisfying.
Yep. So pretty good. I really like the way they feel and sound as well.
Yeah, sounds good. Ooh, nice stabilizer.
Yeah.
And volume knob.
Yeah. And I like the tactile feel.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Like maybe we can get the microphone close to it so people can hear it. It's not be quiet. No.
It's very easy to feel the different steps.
Yes.
They're very distinct.
Yeah.
The bottom. The front. It is a regular profile keyboard, so not low profile switches.
No, indeed.
Standard profile.
Yeah. And if you'd like, you can try to lift up there's a plate on top of this, the black
like
thing.
this?
Yes.
Just pull it?
Yes.
Oh.
So there's actually two ways you can use this keyboard.
Oh.
It's a magnetic holder, let's say. So the
you
black.
can see the magnets in there.
Yes. That's a black. It is plastic, but it's a black cover.
Magnet there.
Yeah. And so that completely transforms the look and feel of the keyboard as well. Well, maybe not the feel, but the look at least. Because now you have a floating keycap design. And it's just a little bit more minimalistic. And it has a different color as well.
Yeah. And easier to clean.
Yes. Yeah, that's usually one of the benefits of the floating keycap, indeed. Yeah.
I like that it's magnetic.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing really much that can go wrong with it.
Very easy to stick it.
Yes, back. And it's quite sturdy when you get it on there as well. It's not like it'll fall off.
No, you really have to pull the magnet to get it out.
Yeah, it requires a little bit of force indeed, but then, yeah.
What look do you prefer? Like this? Or like this?
Yes, on or off?
I do kind of like it with it on for some reason.
So again, like this just gives you flexibility, and also again, like you can change. Like one week if you prefer one look, and the other week you prefer the other one. It is. I think
if you're into RGB, then probably off will give you more punchy RGB.
The thing is, like in my mind, I feel like with the cover on, it's maybe a little bit more understated and like business, like
it's more of the office look, and then you change it.
And you can see it on the logo as well, a little bit, right?
I mean, that could turn to the gaming look.
Exactly, because here you have like the regular MSI logo.
Oh yeah, and here you have.
If you have it off, it's the dragon. So it kind of like but again, like you can have a different interpretation of it.
I also see a lot of different opinions in the chat. Flotten says on.
Yeah.
Hamaro says one. But maybe
I want one.
On.
No, I said no. I want one.
Oh, sorry, I want one. I thought okay. I thought it was typo. Veritable hero off. Okay, RAM off for me.
Veritable hero was saying bald.
Peter, what do you prefer, on or off? I think I'm team on.
I will join the different. I like team off. I like the minimalistic style, and the I like contrast. So I think that should say enough here.
You like nudes?
What?
You like nudes? And now it's dressed.
And you went there. No, I just like, you know, I like contrast. So you have more contrast with the background color there. And I like floating keyboard designs as well. There's just like a floating keycap, actually.
Yeah,
not floating keyboard design, that's different. But yeah. So that's a nice thing.
I like trains.
You do a backflip. What? All right. Anyway, okay. Another few things to highlight there before turning it on, obviously, because we will do that later on as well. Is the cable itself? How long do you think it is? You can try to judge it.
Let me go back to my
yeah. I'll look it up.
Measurement.
Ooh.
I would say 2 meters again. It looks very similar to the controller cable.
According to my
maybe slightly shorter, because now I'm also holding the keyboard. So maybe when I hold it like this, it's basically.
Let me find, because I'm looking.
It's very close to my length. I would say 180, 190.
I'm looking on the product page for the combo, but let me just make sure that I have the right ones. So let me just.
Yeah, because I was holding the keyboard like this, so that's already.
Yeah.
Some
specs.
Length.
It's 1.6 meters according to our data sheet.
No, it's longer. Our data sheet is wrong. This is not 1.6. No. It's longer.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll get a measurement tape out later.
Yeah.
So it feels longer.
It is longer. Definitely.
I mean, 180,
because it's
180 I would still believe.
Yeah, but it's too close to the controller to be 160. It's not a 40 centimeters distance. Wait, let me grab the controller.
Wait, is it? But maybe it isn't cold in here, so maybe.
Okay, let's see. Hold it like this.
All right.
And then we compare. Okay, pull it further.
No, you.
You see, the controller is only like 10 centimeters longer.
There you go. Yeah, so
but according to the specification, don't drop it.
No. The drop
it should be different.
Yeah.
I think the controller is correct. I think the keyboard one is longer than indicated.
Yeah, it could be. So you get more than what's stated on the data sheet.
More cable for free.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, we can feedback that.
Because it's comparing sizes. We always compare sizes in the office.
That's what we do all friggin' day
Every
long,
Monday morning we check again.
Yeah. So how was your weekend? Let's come on.
I'll drop it on the table.
Yeah, exactly. It's a braided cable. Not sure if you can see that. Maybe in the close-up you can show it.
I also saw a question about the mouse. Is the mouse cable braided?
Yes, also so both cables are braided indeed.
Yeah. It's a keyboard cable.
Yep.
The mouse cable.
And it comes with a nice cable tie, a Velcro cable tie there as well. So you can always, like the bit of cable you don't use, for example, you can just nicely fold it up.
In case you weren't expecting those extra 30, 40 centimeters and you want to make it shorter, then you can do with it.
Yeah. Explosive Cat is saying, undressing, comparing sizes, what is this? I know. This was not what I was expecting this Wednesday.
Explosive Cat also says 2 mic arms long is that an official measurement? Yes, by now it is.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, let's see, what else?
Shall we plug it in?
You could maybe show the switches first. Yes, because there is something included there, which is a keycap puller. But it's not just a keycap puller. I think you can also pull switches with it.
Not with this one. This is a normal keycap puller.
Oh, then it's
There's
in there.
Like a separate tool for it.
Yeah. So, because these switches, and in this segment of keyboards, you probably wouldn't expect this feature, but the switches are actually hot-swappable. And I know that there's it's a trend. We've also released more hot-swappable keyboards in the past few months, but never in this segment before, or in this affordable segment, let's say.
So basically, I just
yanked
the switch
one out.
Yep.
Yes. How many pins is it? Is it 3 or 5?
It's 5 pin.
5 pin. Right. So basically, you can also put 3 pins in there if you want.
So if you have a 3 pin, it misses those plastic side pins.
Exactly.
So the other way around is not possible. If your keyboard can only support 3 pin, you cannot put 5 pins in. But
yeah. So these are literally red switches as well, but in this case it also means
Variable Hero says,
linear.
I'm a fan of brown switches. Yeah, you can also put those in.
Yeah.
So it is compatible as long as the type of switch is compatible, of course, then you can pick any color. So you can go for a clicky switch, you can go for tactile. This is a linear switch, for example.
Yeah. Yeah. And the nice thing is also is that you do get, in this case, I think 3 extra switches in the box.
Some spares.
Exactly. So in case any of the switches break or anything happens to them, you can just simply replace them. Just plug in another one, so you get some spares.
Maybe you accidentally kill one while removing it or whatever.
Don't know how you'd do that, but hey. Yeah.
Eric could do that.
That's true. I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Never underestimate his killing hardware.
Like I never learned the difference between linear, tactile stuff. It's actually quite simple. So linear basically means it's smooth movement all the way down and up. So
switch it back, just push it up.
Yeah. So basically, it's just there's no difference, or there's no tactile or clicky bump. So it also doesn't make a sound. Not the switch itself. What you hear, the sound that you hear when Mike presses it, is the bottoming out.
Yeah. So when it hits the bottom, but that's completely at the end of the travel of the switch.
Yeah, so it's a nice thocky sound basically, like bok, bok, bok. It's a bit more bassy, let's say, not quite as crisp as a clicky switch. Clicky switches, typically you would say, we don't have them here, but what would typically be the blue switches.
White in many instances as well, like if you have kill box or those kind of, also the white ones.
Yeah. So they actually have a mechanism inside the switch itself that will create the clicky sound, and some of it is basically like a rattling sound. I think those were the original MX Blues as well. They had like a plastic part that would kind of drop away from it or something like that at some point.
In that way it differs from, for example, a box white switch, because that one has like a metal click bar that it goes over. Yes. And that one also clicks going down, but also going back up, whereas if you have like a Cherry MX Blue or a similar MX style blue switch, it only clicks going down and not an there is a little bit of a sound when it goes up again, but it's not really a click anymore.
No.
It's more like the system resetting basically for the next click when you press it down.
Yeah. And of course, if you have the clicky switch, because of the mechanism, however it creates that sound, usually that creates a tactile bump as well. So that means that there's a little bit of increased force before you get the click, and then it drops again. So
can you maybe pull up a switch comparison on your screen?
Sure.
Then we can. Because then you can basically see how the internal mechanism works, and that makes it a lot that to understand. That one is okay.
Animated? This one's even animated.
This is basically a very basic comparison of these are like Cherry MX, but a lot of like that style of switch works in a similar way.
Let me just open that in a new tab. There we go. So linear means no bump. So basically, all the way down and all the way up, it's the same movement. Then you have tactile, and as you can see, there's like an actual bump here in the mechanism itself. So that means that once you get to a certain point, you need a little bit more force to press it down, and then once it gets beyond that, it releases again. And so the rest of the way down, it's the same force. So that means you experience a tactile bump. So when pressing down, there's a little point where you think, oh, this is a little bit more force, and then beyond that point, it's like, oh, there it drops. And then clicky, it's a combination, let's say, of the tactile bump, But then you add something that, in this case, it's the white part that, as you can see, beyond a certain point, it drops down.
But this differs per switch. So on a kill box white, this is different. Then it becomes a click bar where you push it up.
Exactly, yeah. So there's different mechanisms, but basically that's done for effect to create that extra sound.
Yeah.
And some of them...
It's kind of typewriter mimicking
This kind of, the blue switch, let's say, basically, I think also only has the click when it goes down because it drops, let's say. And so what you hear is that part dropping. With the click bar, I believe it can have both up and down click movement or a click sound.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, there's like, I don't want to say, countless variations of this, but pretty much like there's a lot of different ones. Some that are stiffer that you require a whole lot more force. Some that are actually lighter and like the least resistance possible. So you get like the fastest.
And that is usually decided by the spring in there. So if you have a heavier spring, you get bigger resistance, so you get a heavier switch.
There's higher travel distance, lower travel distance. There's all kinds of variations of switches.
There's a lot of choices.
Exactly.
And that's the cool thing about this keyboard. You can basically plug in whatever you like, because it's also compatible with both 5-pin and 3-pin, so it can handle a lot of different types of switches.
Yeah. So if you find indeed a type of switch that you get recommended by somebody, or you try it and you're like, oh man, that's actually
I really like it.
Exactly. That's what keyboards like this are really good for, because then you can just decide, all right, I'll just order a bunch of those switches, and once they arrive, and that's actually really easy these days, and once they arrive, just swap them out, and hey, you got a completely different keyboard.
No soldering required.
No, exactly. Yeah. So that's really nice. And again, like that's something you usually don't see in this price point. The keyboard itself is also around $35 US, excluding VAT, or 35 euros. So it's about the same price, either US or Europe, depending on the weeks, tariffs, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, for this price point, to have a hot-swappable keyboard, that's pretty damn nice.
Opinion says click bar is the superior type of clicky switch. I tend to agree. That's also my preferred
but I think
type of clicky switch.
It's a preference thing indeed.
Yeah.
Like it's subjective.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is you don't have to decide, because it does come with linear switches, which is a really safe choice. And
sometimes preference also changes over time.
Yeah, exactly. But with the hot swap keyboard, you can change with whatever you want. If there's a new fad, you can go with it. No, Opinion was saying also, I bought Gale box white switches for my number row. I love those. Yeah, we've had those. Actually, we have those on some of our products as well. Those are really nice. Some of my favorites as well, especially on the clicky side. Really
especially
nice.
when I type on them in our office, right?
Ah, man, we gave you a silent keyboard for a reason.
I think I'm not allowed to type on box whites in the office anymore.
No.
I'm a little bit of a loud typist.
Yeah, like,
especially on those clicky switches.
Well, I mean, the cracks were appearing in the walls, man. Like there's only so far you can.
And it was not an earthquake.
No. It was just a Monday when you were in the office.
I was writing an angry email.
Strongly worded email, indeed. Okay. So Danny Lee is asking, is the GK320 keyboard only available in the combo? No, it's actually available both as a combo. I happen to have the combo here, so as you can see, here is the product page for the combo, and that's the sample I have here, and I could cover the mouse as well, so I thought let's do that. But you can actually, if you look for GK320 on the product page, or just go to peripherals and keyboards, it should also be available, depending on the country of course, as a separate keyboard. So as you can see here, it's also available as a separate keyboard without the mouse. Yeah. So let's go through the features really quickly. We covered most of them already. It has some really nice durable mechanical red switches also, which has kind of like the box feel to it, or the look to it. Like it's not exactly box because it's not 100% closed. But you can see that, especially for stability, like key wobble. Key wobble probably doesn't happen that much on this one. So it's quite stable with these on the sides. Yeah, there's no autofocus on that one, so you can wait a long time for it to.
No, but I was just trying because with the light you can kind of see a little bit better.
Right. Yeah, I thought you were trying. You were waiting for the autofocus.
I wasn't. I already gave up on that.
Yeah. That's why I disabled it. Yeah. So yeah, that's always nice. Having those little walls at the side, let's say, they do help to reduce the amount of dirt and other stuff that gets in there. So also a little bit better for durability, but mostly also helps with stability a little bit because the keycap also leans on that. So you'll experience less key wobble.
Yeah. So when you would have like a regular switch, you would be able to move this further sideways, the keycap on it. Yeah. Now you're kind of being held by those side parts of the switch.
Yeah, there's more surface area to lean on. Yeah. Let's see. Right. Yeah. So it's hot swappable, as we mentioned. So you do get 2 keycap pullers actually. Not the one that's showed on the webpage.
So this is for the keycap.
Yeah. And then there's a little metal one.
Yeah. This one is for the switch.
Yeah. And it is in this bag should also be in the box. And so when these switches are included there, so basically it should be clear that the one that's included with the switches in the little box, that's the switch puller, the little metal ring, and then the plastic one is for the keycaps. But you'll find that out soon enough. Actually, I think, can you try, see if the switch puller you probably can also use to...
I wouldn't advise it though, because the metal may damage the keycap.
Yeah, you can damage indeed, but I think,
But yeah, you probably can. I will try very carefully.
If you're in a pinch. That's my sample.
Yeah, I think you would scratch it a little bit. It also doesn't really go properly around it because these sides are a little bit bigger.
The prongs,
So yeah. Okay. No, I wouldn't recommend using this. Yeah. If you want to pull keycap, use this or use a wire puller or whatever.
Yeah.
But this specifically has these metal parts that you use to really grab the switch and pull it out. Yeah. But those things would damage the keycap if you try to push it. Yeah,
you first have to push them down the keycap, and then that will scratch them indeed. Yeah. All right, but yeah, I mean, being able to hot swap it, that just makes it a really cool keyboard because that means you can change the feel of it anytime you want. It gives a lot of flexibility. The magnetic, there you go, the magnetic front cover. Also that, just a really nice addition, I believe. To give you some flexibility. So you want the clean feel of, well, both are clean actually, but the all black, let's say. So it's it's a little bit
the gaming look, or you want
the business
the
look.
office look.
Yeah, exactly. For example, the volume knob, which is really tactile and even I would say audible as well. So you can it's exactly for pressing. So pressing it mutes. Just basically you mute your sound. And then left and right, exactly, yeah. Hotkeys, obviously. So there's a lot of hotkeys on there that we usually have, or shortcut keys actually, for both lighting and for general Windows usage. Yeah.
So that's basically a key combination that gives like a secondary function to that specific key.
Yeah, or sometimes a primary one. I mean, we now have the Copilot key, right?
Yeah. True.
Still getting used to that. This is basically the same, but macros. You can assign custom macros to F1 to F5 keys to automate complex actions. So a bit of macro action there. Lighting, we can, if you want, we can maybe connect it.
Plug it in.
Here we go.
Because the cable is longer than 160. Right?
Yeah. We should be fine. We have a lot of light in the studio, so I'm not sure how well you can see it. And whenever the keyboard goes transparent, just remember that's green. A green color, indeed. Yeah.
Let me take. Oh, I may activate some stuff on your screen, but I'm going to take this off because. There you go. So also by taking the cover off, that means a little bit more light will bleed from underneath the you get a bit of a reflection on the
exactly. Yeah. So that means you'll probably get a little bit more.
I didn't know that this was also illuminated.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And here, of course, you have the buttons for your num lock and your caps lock and your scroll lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So there are some predefined effects here that you can play with the hotkeys. So no software you need to install for that, and that's pretty much it. So I mean, again, like for the price of $35, euros-ish, I think, you know, it's mechanical, it's hot swappable, it's pretty sturdy as well. I'm not sure if you, maybe we need to disconnect it before we do that, but usually when a product is underneath a certain price, I also don't expect it to be very sturdy, but this has very little flex as well, so it's actually really friggin' sturdy as well. I was quite impressed by that as well. We don't list that on the product page, but I did want to mention that. Like normally at this price point, I don't expect keyboards to have that much tensile strength.
So if someone is trying to rob you, you could just defend yourself with your keyboard.
Yeah. No, but basically also while typing, right? You can feel
there's
the
not
keyboard
much flex
flexing
a
a little bit in it. So it's quite sturdy and it feels sturdy like that as well, which is for me also a big plus. I usually don't like when keyboards have that, you know, in the middle they tend to flex a little bit.
Danny phrased it a little bit different, but Danny says good for correcting the children.
Probably not. Yeah, not worth. My God. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend like trying to hammer nails with that thing though. It's not really meant for that. No. But yeah. So again, also I think a product which offers a very good value for the price. Highly recommend it. And it's just something that you can completely customize however you want in the future.
And then part 2 of the bundle.
Shall we first do another?
Yeah, sounds good.
Game giveaway.
So Peter, how can people participate?
You can participate by taking a drink, which I'm going to do right now. Talking is thirsty business, guys.
That's right.
So you can participate by going to msi.com/2/insider, which is above mic there, or click on the Gleam link in the chat in either YouTube or Twitch, and then you can participate and you can perform a lot of actions. The more actions you perform, the more points you get to your tally, and it's like a random win drawing system. So the more points you have, the better your chance of winning. It's as simple as that, really.
Yeah.
And I see we have our second winner of today. Well, we will have more, so if your name is not being called now, don't worry, you'll have more chances to win. Our next winner for Wu Chang Fallen Feathers is called Sam K.
Congratulations, Sam K. So yeah, keep an eye on your mailbox. We'll email the code to you in the coming days with some instructions on how to redeem it.
Exactly.
It is a Steam code, by the way.
Yes. Right, yeah. Let's go for the mouse. So I'll leave it up to you.
I'm gonna make some space here.
Yep. I'll put these things in the bag.
And then we grab the mouse.
The mouse.
So again, nice Velcro here, so you can bundle the cord a bit if you want.
Yep. Yeah. Any unused cord? How long is it?
Oh. Good question. Let's see.
Oh God. Let me cheat a little
This
bit.
one is slightly short.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What would you say?
Here I would say 160.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not 180?
No, 160.
1.5 it says.
1.5 even.
Extra.
Yeah, this one is because when I completely stretch, I go quite far beyond it, and I didn't have that with the keyboard.
You say that should be your wingspan is also your length.
Yeah, but I'm not completely stretched now because I can't, and I drop it. So I have to hold it back, and I'm also already beyond the mouse here.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So maybe.
So this one is slightly shorter than the keyboard.
Yeah. Braided though.
Braided.
Braided. So that's always nice. Right. So this one. Yeah, you can actually do some peeling.
We can do peeling.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So because on the mouse feet there is like it looks very shiny, very reflective. That's because there's protective tape on there. Ooh. Yes. We left it on there.
So then it will glide extra smooth.
Marshall Banana has a good suggestion for a mouse. An L mouse. L Mao. Nice.
Okay, I got 2 out of the 3 protective films, and there's number 3.
Yep.
Oh, that glides much better.
Yeah, I mean, our whole table surface here is one giant mouse pad, so it's perfect for testing.
As you can see, my kid already attacked it with one of his desktop systems.
Was it him?
Yeah, it was him.
I thought it was somebody else.
Yeah, you would expect that to be a certain other person who damaged it somewhere. Who also damaged it, but not as bad.
Okay.
This was not Eric for a change.
Ouch. All right. Well.
Yeah, we like to name and shame when people destroy our mouse pad.
Okay, so but yeah, nice gliding action.
Yeah.
It's an optical mouse, obviously. Pretty much all mice are these days. Let's see. So the mouse sensor in there goes up to 12,800 DPI or CPI, depending on how you want to call it. And it has 6 built-in profiles or steps, let's say. And it goes from 800 to 1200 to 1600 to 2400, 4800 to then straight up to 12.8K.
Okay.
So quite interesting to try maybe. Yeah, it's I believe a symmetrical design, at least the shape of it.
So you can do up and down. It's not like a cycle, one cycle through button.
I don't know. We'll have to check.
Two?
Yeah. Let's see if it's mentioned anywhere. Because it could be. Actually, I might have to check the quick guide for that. But it could be that one is for RGB purposes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Just to cycle through RGB effects or stuff like that. Yeah. Also, there I will.
Actually, a very satisfying shape.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
It also means that it might disappear to my desk.
Yeah. I already tried it. It's pretty nice indeed. The sides, they are smooth in this case. So if you are not a fan of grip patterns, they are a different material though. So they're a little bit like a grippy rubber-esque material. But they don't have a grip pattern on this one.
Yeah, rubber-esque, but not like actual rubber.
No, no, indeed. So, I mean, the sides are a bit more grippy in terms of material and the finish.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the side, with the side buttons as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those side buttons are specifically intended for right-handed people because that's when you have them to your disposal with your thumb. If you're left-handed, then
they're not there.
They're not. Yeah.
Indeed. So the shape is symmetrical. The mouse itself, in terms of the button layout, is not.
No. Indeed. So no buttons here.
No.
And
buttons there.
Buttons there. Yeah.
The switches used for the main mouse buttons have a lifespan of over 20 million actuations.
So this one and this one?
Correct, yeah. So they're quite durable.
At the end of the stream, are you going to test this in practice?
No, not until the point of failure, no, because then I would be here for the next couple of years, I think. So that might interfere with the other streams that we have planned.
Yeah, may mess with their schedule.
Who knows? So the sensor, as I mentioned, optical up to 12, almost 13,000 DPI. That's more than enough that what you need, of course. Let's see. Yeah, we can try in a minute, indeed, if the 2 buttons underneath the scroll wheel are both for DPI switching or not. It has a 1000 hertz poly rate, obviously, which is, I mean, that's quite standard these days.
So 1 millisecond of response time.
Yeah, but I mean that's fine. It is the standard for a reason. And it has some RGB effects on there as well. Maybe you can.
So probably here in the shield, in the scroll wheel.
Yeah, but
a little
a little bit. Let's see. So this one is a little bit more tight because the cable is shorter.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can see, indeed, it's the shield, it's the scroll wheel, and it's underneath the shield as well. There's a little edge there that does the RGB, and then let's see what happens. Yeah, I think this.
That's the RGB button.
Exactly, this is the RGB button, so you can go through effects with the bottom button, and then...
Yeah, with the green light it looks funky with the chroma key.
Exactly. And the top button is the DPI button, is what I can see. So yeah.
But also the DPI button does change the... So it's also color coded, the DPI.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
I'm also checking on your screen to see when I adjust it.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is specifically RGB effects.
Yes.
And this is DPI, but it also indicates in which mode it is based on the color that it displays.
Yeah. Yes.
And then it moves back to the RGB setting that you had it to.
Yeah.
Oh, these are pretty cool effects as well.
Yep.
I like that one.
You mean the FPS button? Yes, correct.
Whoa. Rainbow puke.
Well, I mean, Rainbow Puke, we used it. Do you remember we did a live stream that was called RGB all the things?
I definitely do. That was a cool live stream.
It was. Yeah.
We had so much RGB.
We had all the RGB.
All the RGB.
Oh my god. Yeah. My PC is green mode. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is that green tends to be an issue with our green screen.
Yeah.
It doesn't like that. Yeah, so a very nice mouse as well. From what I've seen, that the mouse itself separately is also around the $30 or euro mark. 25, 30. So yeah, also I would say around well, for us it's the entry level, I guess, for MSI. In the affordable range.
So this is the green, but that looks a bit funky.
Yeah, exactly. Do green. Well, you just did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much. Oh.
Yeah, that's me wiggling it here.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the GM320. That's included with the GK320 combo.
Just testing the scroll wheel.
Yeah. It also has a nice tactile feel to it.
Ooh. That's a nice click.
Yes, very crispy. Yep.
Nice. Do a barrel roll. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to the next product, shall we?
Okay, let's unplug this before I mess everything up on your system.
That's probably a good idea. It's way easier to do that, and it's not wireless.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, maybe switch to main or yeah, there you go. So the next product up is the Forge GK110 or 110, which is also a keyboard in the more affordable range. This one is not mechanical. This one has plunger switches. That's also reflected in the price, though.
Are you sure it's not wireless?
It does look wireless, yeah, because where is the wire?
I don't see any wire.
And that's because what it does have is...
Found it.
Exactly. A detachable wire. Now, how long is this one?
Wait, I'm going to do my test.
This one, I feel like, isn't that long comparatively.
I'm going to do the arm test again.
Or maybe it just doesn't look as
read
long.
this first.
Yeah, but the price of this product, to get right to that as well, is about $20 or 20 euros, 21-ish. That's the recommended price. So, yeah, quite a bit cheaper than the other ones.
Yeah, this is shorter.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is now hard to measure because how much shorter is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's stated about 1.5 meters. Should be.
It's stated 1.5 for the mouse as well, right?
I know. Yeah.
Comparative test. Let's see.
I don't think they're both like one.
It's not the same 1.5 meters.
No, exactly. Yeah. But I mean, there's like
10 centimeters.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I would say I'll believe that this one is 1.5 meters. This one's probably 160.
Yeah,
I think.
that one is a bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah. So we tend to either be accurate or give more than what is mentioned on the box. It's plug and play. Yes, it definitely is. It definitely is.
Yeah. I like the color combination on this one.
Yeah. It's a bit old schooly.
Yeah.
I feel.
It's a bit like you had with the old IBM Model M keyboards as well. You had that.
Well, that or maybe even a bit like Super Nintendo, because there's the red in there as well. Like a little bit of red. Like grayish.
Yeah. But yeah, Super Nintendo didn't have a keyboard.
I know.
Like Commodore.
I know. That's where it came up short.
That's why we all changed.
Exactly. That's why we all evolved. But yeah.
And the cable is a USB Type C on one side. That's where it plugs into the keyboard over there.
Yep.
And then USB Type A on the other side.
Yep. This is not a braided cable,
no,
but it's
a regular cable.
Quite thick, so it's still quite sturdy. Yeah.
So this is where you will find the USB.
So Mike, you're always a fan of products that can disconnect the cable.
Yes.
Tell me why.
I like detachable cables. Also, because I travel with keyboards, and it's just a lot easier if you can put the cable elsewhere in your bag instead of having to
wrap it around
and do difficult stuff and it may damage stuff.
Yeah.
What I also like is when it's detachable, it's customizable, so you can change it out for different ones. So maybe if you want to get a even cooler color combination, you can go for like a gray cable or a red cable in this instance.
Yeah.
You can also go for a shorter cable, longer cable, RGB cable. Those exist as well. Magnetic one.
Yeah, true.
So you have a lot. It's more versatile.
Yeah.
More options.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a big fan of detachable cables.
Yes. And so even though this keyboard, it looks a bit more compact, but it's not a TKL.
No, it's not a TKL
because it still has the numpad portion here. But yeah, it's all a bit more compacted. I don't know.
It's kind of because of the arrow keys.
Yeah.
They're kind of
squeezed in.
Yeah. So it does miss like the island that you would have on top of them, where you would have the delete key, page up, page down. So this one doesn't have like a home key, for example, which you would have like on a regular board. Let me grab the other one for comparison.
I think it has a dual. You can do that. There's some
like
dual function going on because there's home here.
Yeah, it is like in a secondary
page up
function.
Here, page down there, and end there, for example.
So here, this is like a standard keyboard layout. You have like the island on top where you have like delete, you have insert, home, and page up, page down.
Yeah.
And here you have the print screen, the scroll lock, and the pause button. Yeah. And on this one, on top you have a delete button with the print screen as a secondary function. Here, page up, page down, and the secondary function is home and insert. So you still have that island basically. But yeah, it is a bit more compact because of it.
Yeah. And then here, I'll connect it a little bit later on, but you might be wondering what this part is here. There's a little...
Should I hold it close?
Yeah, a little bit of a thing here that doesn't really... It's not a button or anything like that. This is actually where the status lights are for things like caps lock, scroll lock, and num lock. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So a little bit of a size comparison compared to like a standard size, because it definitely is a bit more compact.
Yes.
So even though you still get a numpad on this, this is what the difference is.
So if you basically don't really use the island keys much, then actually this could be a good option. But you still need the numpad. This is a pretty good, nice, in between.
Yep.
Okay, well, as you can also see, it has a dedicated volume knob. That's also always quite nice, a volume dial knob. I don't know.
Did you just call me a knob?
Yeah, knobad. But yeah, basically...
It feels different than the other knob. The other knob is like almost clicky.
Yes.
Like when you turn it, I mean, it's like very tactile. This is more silent, more subtle.
Yes.
And the other one is very...
loud.
Yeah, loud and pronunciated.
Yes.
And then you can also click it as the mute function again, I think.
Yeah. It's usually the basic function indeed, yeah. But it's nice to have that in a dedicated button.
In general, this keyboard is a lot quieter than the other one.
Yes, but that's also because, I mean, you can pull one of the keycaps off if you want. This is a plunger type.
Where did I leave the puller?
Oh, here.
I have it.
I took it. So it's not hot-swappable, and it's not mechanical, but it's a very different typing experience.
But the keys are removable.
Yes, of course. So as you can see, this is a plunger type switch, and so it's
also known as a membrane keyboard.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there are different types of membrane keyboards. Yeah. This one is still, in terms of how it feels, it's a little bit more solid feeling than other, your typical membrane keyboard. But yeah, it's a membrane keyboard indeed, which is also why it sounds a lot more muffled, let's say, or like silent. It's because you're basically pressing into the membrane, and that dampens the sound a lot. Mm-hmm. But it's still, in terms of typing action, it's still quite okay. It's not, obviously, it's not exactly like a mechanical keyboard, but for what it is, I really like it. And especially if you're looking for a silent and affordable keyboard, again, like for $20, 20 euros-ish, yeah, I think this is a pretty nice one.
But this one, people at the office wouldn't get as annoyed with me when I'm typing that angry email?
No, but you would get annoyed, because I know that you're a sucker for mechanical.
I need my clickies.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
No, but still, for not mechanical, it feels good. It feels quite solid.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so again, like it's disconnected, or sorry, the detachable cable it has. Let me see. Yeah, obviously the same hotkeys. I mean, now we're getting to the lower segments, of course. So it's you're getting a bit fewer features, and we're really stripping it down to the essentials. But I think in this one, especially, the essentials are done quite right. And as a little bonus, it's the detachable cable, which you also don't tend to see that much with, the more affordable keyboards. And as a bonus as well, I think both how it looks, the design, and the fact that it's a little bit of a squeezed layout, just slightly different than what you normally see. So it does stand out in that way. If you have this on your desk, your friends will probably see that. All right, well, this is not really a standard type keyboard. Right? It's a little bit different. And then, of course, it has some RGB. So let's see if we can show that as well. If you be so kind to connect the cable.
Hope it's on enough.
Yeah, same here. It's 1.5. You can see it. You can make it out. But again, remember, we have a lot of light in the studio. So, what's the model name? Skull is asking. It's the GK110 or 110. Forge GK110.
Gigaram says, I think about the mechanical one, don't let Mike type on it. He types like a Karen,
I know.
complaining to a manager.
Is, yeah,
yes,
like,
I do.
I always tell Mike, he sounds like he's writing a very strongly worded email, like complaining about his food or something like that.
I am like a Karen complaining to a manager.
He sounds like that. He sounds like that, indeed, yeah. When he's typing. What couldn't you do to connect keyboard and demonstrate the backlight? No. So we did actually. Yeah. We did connect it, and now so this is basically the backlight. There are, I believe, some RGB lighting effects there that you can play with. But it's
you can make it more dim, and you can switch it off if you want to have it off.
Yeah, there's a few things that you can actually. There's some like I think a breathing effect, for example, and then there's a keycap combination that you can either speed up that animation or slow it down, things like that.
Here with arrow keys, and this is to adjust
so
the brightness.
No software needed for that one. Yeah. And of course you have the feet. We didn't show that on the other keyboard, but the feet that you can put it at an angle.
Let me unplug it for that. Yeah, so the feet on the back, and
I think
there are
two
different heights basically.
Well,
so
three if you count.
If you count flat as well. So this one you have it flat, then you have the short ones,
the small ones,
and then you have the taller ones.
Exactly.
What I actually like about this is that, as you can see, I hope you can see it. It also has like a rubber pad on it. That's like a non-slip pad.
Yes.
With a lot of more affordable keyboards, this is only present on the bigger feet. But here, when you use the smaller ones, it also has such a pad.
Yeah. So
you don't see that very often.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter which ones you use, you still get
have
the full
grippy,
anti-slip.
Yeah.
Skull is saying, well, it's $20 on Amazon in the US. Yeah, well, that's what I mentioned. So that was also the MSRP. So $20 indeed. Pretty solid deal, I would say. Especially if you're looking for an affordable keyboard to just, you know, and something that has a little bit of a different look to it as well. So it's really nice. And just a solid option. So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it for today. Let's do another giveaway.
Yeah, and then let's do some gaming.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. So if you want to participate, you can go to msi.com/2/insider or go to the Gleam link that's being...
Oh, someone didn't activate their Windows.
Posted in the chat. Oh, I know. I never do. Because we swap systems every friggin' day, and it's you know, we would need an endless list of Windows license keys. It just doesn't make sense.
There we go.
Yes, so our next winner is called Higlot.
Congratulations. You also won a key code for Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers.
Yes. So we hope you will enjoy it in the coming days.
Yes. And then, let's play some Fallen Feathers.
Oh, yes. So, for this, what I noticed was, I started the game up, and it does actually give you a warning or something like, we recommend to use a controller, blah, 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 and it basically just says, you know, it starts out with, I don't know, like Xbox controller, blah, 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 and then it just says, any type of controller, thing that looks like a controller, basically. It literally says that in the game, so that was a nice touch, I thought.
You're going for the black controller?
Yes, yeah. Cool. To go with my soul.
And humor.
Oh yes, of course. Absolutely. So I will not have audio in the game, and I will just try it.
Is Lucky green screen or real? It's 100% real.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Very much real.
Yes. Yeah. We can't.
We cannot make it disappear.
No. Let me just boot up the game. Oh, are we about to have a technical difficulty? Or?
Yeah. It's too small though, I can barely read it.
You need glasses.
I do. No, I really cannot read it.
So to give you a bit of context there, Mike was
I wanted to make the background disappear.
Yeah, basically to show you guys that we're using a green screen.
I can do like this. It won't be green, but there went the background.
Yeah.
But the rest, I need some scaling. The resolution on the monitor is too high.
Yes.
Let me head over to your system.
Oh yes. Press any button. Where's the any button?
Okay. Oh, not on the keyboard.
Oof. I didn't think it was Friday already. Feels like it.
Start early.
Exactly. So yeah, we're playing this with the GC200 controller. I'm no good at this. As a warning,
you guys are about to see.
I'm just a button masher, which I will try to do here, and I'll probably fail at the first hurdle. Here we go. Actually, I was just, I think I tried the first test, and this is the tutorial, I think.
Flotten is sad. It is not an actual Lucky.
No.
Well, I'm quickly going to run through.
Yeah, we do have one here, but
because there is one laying around here.
Yeah. Ooh, there's people. Oh, whoa, dude. What are you doing?
Is this better?
Oh, wow.
Actual Lucky. Not the green screen Lucky.
I need to, there we go. I need to control both my camera and the character at the same time. That's just, But yeah, actual Lucky.
Bit of multitasking.
No. Oh God. What's going on?
Smack him.
What's going on, guys?
Just smack him.
I'll drink. Oh! I'm gonna run away! Okay. Oh. Ow.
You were supposed to smack him.
Burn damage.
He smack you.
Ow. Oh, see, I died already. There you go. Well, that was quick.
And now you can't blame it on the connection because it's wired.
No, I had lag. I had lag. A massive lag spike. You didn't see?
All of a sudden.
It was just out of nowhere,
5090
man.
is not sufficient.
I don't know. No, I think like, I don't know, the cable is just something. Something about the cable. I don't know. Yeah, no, I really suck at this kind of thing. I really have no idea. And I
Something
also,
between the chair and the monitor, right?
that's not the game's fault, by the way. That's entirely my fault. I also have no patience, like reading any of the text or stuff like that. So it's really not my thing. And I even forgot like what the buttons do. Okay, here we go. So this one I can actually use to dodge a little bit. So here he comes. Oh, what? No, you.
So I'm curious, chat, for the people who have experience with this game or these types of games, what do you prefer for this, mouse and keyboard or a controller? Because with these kind of games, I never know what the best. I don't really play these type of games, so I never really know what to use here. So the publisher, they recommend a controller, right? But when I see you like look around, I would think that seems easier with a mouse.
Oh, what?
So I'm curious what the. Okay. Veritable Hero says controller easily. Explosive Cat also says controller for me, no contest.
Yeah.
Why do you guys prefer a controller? Because you are looking around. Don't you think it's easier with a mouse, or is it like the fighting that becomes easier maybe with a controller?
I don't want to get near that thing. I know it's probably going to be like a boss fighter. Oh.
Gigaram says mouse and keyboard faster to use than keypad.
Okay, I got something.
Telecaramel says as long as you can rebind keys, then keyboard and mouse. Veritable Hero says directional input for movement. Okay, fair enough. Because I always associate controllers with, at least in gaming, with controlling a vehicle. Like if any kind of racing game or flying game or whatever, then I always prefer a controller because of the analog input.
Why am I killing people random? Oh god.
But I am exceptionally bad with looking around in games
that
using
was
a controller.
wallop. Hey. No, you don't.
He's kicking your ass.
Oh my god, again.
You died again?
Yeah, but I mean with the glavy, man. Jesus.
You have fallen.
The thing. Yeah, of course.
Feathers.
To lock onto an enemy in Wu-Chang with the controller, you press the R3 button. I don't even know what the freaking R3 button is.
Clicking the right analog stick.
I don't know what right is. Okay, that's a seriously good tip. Thanks. Let me try that.
You can always check like this, right? What is if it forms an L, then it's
freaking hit me. Okay, so which one?
Sinister Chef is a good point. Controller for me, so I can sit back and enjoy the cinematics. Fair enough.
Oh. There we go. So I took a little bit less damage this time around. A little bit. Only a little bit.
You're getting the hang of things?
No, not really. It's just beginner's luck.
A beginner's luck.
Beginner's luck and false hope. All the way. Can I just run away?
Sesko says you did so much better. I think you secretly just adjusted the difficulty level to very easy.
Can I? Oh, I wanted to take the giant friggin' axe, but I couldn't.
You can't?
It fell. No, because it fell apart.
Oh.
Like it's gone now. Look at that. It's just gone.
That's a pity.
Jesus. Switch weapons. Wait, I have. No, I don't have. I don't have different weapons. But that, I mean, like locking onto the enemy, that definitely helped indeed, because I wasn't really looking around as much anymore, like, you know, trying to hit somebody.
I can also see that you're not used to controllers. The way you're looking around in this game is so, so janky.
Really? Really? Is that a giveaway? A dead giveaway, is it? Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, there we go again. I'm dead. Jesus, man. Is this like the final boss in the game or what?
No, this is just a tutorial, bro.
I know. Like, I'm trying to, like, can you roll, dodge, and stuff like that, but I just don't, like, I need to look at the buttons, I think. You could probably do something like that. I'm just too dumb to figure it out.
Do some trial and error.
How?
Some
so this
button
is,
magic.
there's dodging like this, but I don't think you can, oh god.
Oh, that was a painful one.
Yes. I know. Well, everything is a painful one. Wait. Let me...
I do like the atmosphere of this game.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's pretty.
Dash, strike, blink, what the hell? So
like an abandoned temple kind of look and feel.
Yeah.
Variable Hero says not really roll dodging in this one.
Yeah.
More very block focused.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, come on. There we go. 2 in 1.
So you actually have to block their attack speed.
I don't know how to block. How do
Probably
I do
with
that?
a button.
Which one?
The correct one.
Well, duh. Weapon skill, discipline, weapon switch weapons. I don't know. Like, what is block? I don't even know. There's no block.
Just try them all out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
like, this dodging. This doesn't do shit. Why?
It does activate some kind of menu.
Block axes. Look through the controls. Yeah, I was. This is just getting drunk. I don't know. And A also doesn't really seem to
Drinking
do
your
anything.
sorrows away.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And all of a sudden the movement becomes a lot smoother.
I like Explosive Cat. You use your face to block. I did that, yeah. Very effective. It should be B for roll. Well, B is, it's not roll, but it is dodging indeed. But like, must be dodging. Ah, okay. Yeah, I freaking, I don't know, man. So, okay, just I guess we need to dodge, and then it's usually timing based, right?
Oh, watch out. Run! Run, Forrest, run!
Come on. Do something. Oh. That's too far. Oh, he really ignores my friggin'...
He smacked you as well.
Yeah, I know, but he's ignoring my attacks. Oh. Oh, nope.
Like one of his hits is like half of your health bar.
That's the thing, right? And I can only like
Hey, you guys can probably not see it because I'm blocking that health bar, but I see like half disappeared when he...
Yeah, one hit and it's like half health.
Yeah.
R3, right click. Click right stick to lock on. Yeah, that does help. So that was a really good tip. Thank you for that.
What happens if you click the other stick?
It goes quick. Parry, learn. Skill you learn in skill tree. Oh crap. Okay. So probably no, it's a skill issue.
That we saw.
Yes. Good block? No block. I don't know how to block.
He's still the new kid on the block.
Boy.
Nice.
There we go. Oh, so he didn't. Okay, he didn't hit me actually. I also still need to figure out which attack is better. Like
the one that does most damage. Okay, go get him, Peter.
Nope. I'm trying to dodge. Trying to dodge.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I need to drink my troubles away. Okay. And then, I hate this guy. I can't beat the freaking tutorial.
So what flavor of Red Bull is that? If it's the green one?
No, it's the one that heals you the most. What if can I like do multiple attacks at the same time? Like
if you press multiple buttons at the same time?
Probably not. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Like this is normal. Oh. Yeah, but that's normal.
It seems like you can kind of.
That's the normal attack.
Yeah, but if you short press it, do you also get the? I think it's a weaker attack when you hold it. It's strength.
But that's like a timing thing then as well. Okay, that's probably a freaking bad idea. But that's.
Flotten says LB and RB at the same time. So the two bumpers above your triggers.
Okay. No, don't. Oh.
Yeah, skill it.
Oh. Let's take a drink.
Quickly boozing up.
Probably. Oh. Nope. Nope. Can I drink another one?
Okay, try the bumpers again simultaneously.
Oh no!
That didn't work.
I was going for a drink. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay,
so almost dead.
Yeah, once I do anything.
Oh, he's gonna get you. Oof.
That was close.
Run!
Oh.
He's still coming for you.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to drink. I don't know. Oh, she's looking for a drink. Like,
You're out of booze.
I'm confused. Where's my drink?
Oh, and dead.
I thought there was like I had never-ending drinks. Unfortunately, not true. And this guy just guards the door. I know, dude. I know. Oh my God. Would you like to have a go, Mike?
No.
No,
Please.
please. No, please. Like,
way too difficult.
You will like
Okay.
first time. You will probably do better.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have faith in you.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I think you can do it.
Okay, let me see. So that does nothing. Oh,
Isn't this still the tutorial? Yeah, I think so. That's like.
But that's a drink.
Yep. Yeah, you do have limited amount of them.
Okay.
Though.
So
He's already coming for you.
Hey, get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, that was.
It's okay. I softened them up for you.
Come.
Click one of the buttons, the thumbstick. You lock onto them.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that makes things a lot easier. Oh, they're already done. Okay, so now I can boost up again. That was this one, right?
Yes. And now you get to the real test.
What was that guy? Somewhere here?
No. He's on the other side.
On the other side.
Yeah.
We'll get him. What's that thing? Can I pick it up?
Yeah. These are different things. In
I'll
this case,
take it.
it's a red mercury sprout.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Where did that guy come from? What a lunatic! My God! I didn't even see him.
Oh, I haven't seen that one before.
No, me neither. Yeah, well, that didn't work out.
That is your demon from dying, I think. Oh. All right. So the game thinks, wait, he dies too much. Let's
make it even more difficult.
Yeah, let's make it harder. That will help.
Oh, it indeed is the inner demon. Killing you is a dying, but here's your madness while killing.
So Explosive Cat is saying you basically were convincing him to buy the game because really he can't do any worse than this. It's a fair point.
Oh, so it's a powerful demon will manifest where you fell.
Oh.
So because you fell there, I got killed.
No. Don't blame me for this. No.
Only by defeating this demon you'll be able to reclaim your lost mercury. Okay. Demon will attack anything that attacks it, not just you.
Oh, that's interesting.
I can drag the other guy there.
Plot twist. So is that?
Oh wait, let me first smack this one again. There you go. Okay, these are doable.
And the blaming game begins. Oh yes.
Get out of here. Oh, that was. Oh wait, I need to lock it again. I'm totally surviving this. Oh. Let me have a drink. Oh, there we go. Oh, one more drink.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Oh. Oops. Wrong button. I needed that one.
What did that blade of grass do to you?
The big guy. Get over here.
Oh man. If I knew this, I would have freaking.
Get over here. Come. Come. Hello, demon. Where are you?
Probably there. That thing is probably it.
Demon? I thought you were here to help me?
No.
Are you bailing on me?
Yes. He's probably like, nah, you're on your own, mate.
Pick up. Okay.
A flying dagger. That's cool. It sounds like something you could throw.
That's me. That's me again. Hello, demon. I need some assistance.
Maybe he's actually waiting for the other guy to disappear.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. It's like, nah, man.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, I need a drink. How was he so fast all of a sudden?
I don't know. He teleports. I told you, lag.
Oh, out of booze.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The only thing we
Oh,
fear
see,
is running out of beer.
He's running.
Okay, now I'm gonna get him.
No.
Oh, okay,
Nope.
maybe not. Oh, okay.
Nope.
I'm dead.
Jump scares.
Let's call it a day.
Really?
Yeah, this game is too difficult for me. Oh no, you're Mike and I'm Peter.
Exactly. Yeah, we switched.
Yep. Another identity crisis.
maybe we want to bless one more soul with this game.
Yeah, let's
Right?
do that. Yeah.
Okay.
You got the mouse now.
Yes. Yeah. Let's. There you go. You got lucky.
I didn't get lucky in the game.
Well, it's okay. Not all of us can get lucky, dude. I also didn't get lucky. So it's really. So where can they go to win?
Oh, MSI.com/2/insider.
Quick,
But
quick.
you may be too late.
Nope,
Because
not yet. Not
Peter
yet.
is on the verge of picking our last winner for today. And there we go. For another game code of this very easy game.
Wait. The system malfunction.
Let's try again. And our last winner is...
Crazy K!
Congratulations. That's an interesting way of writing crazy. But you won a game code for Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers.
Yes. Congratulations. We'll send it out to you as soon as possible.
And good luck with the tutorial.
Yeah, man, it's tough. Like they didn't tell me that.
Had to find out the hard way.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, we hope you have more fun with it than we do.
Yes.
I'm gonna have difficulty sleeping tonight, I think, recovering from this.
We'll be fine. Enough beer. That will.
When are we guys streaming next? That's an excellent question, and the answer is in 2 weeks' time on Wednesday, the 12th of November, at 4 p.m. CET, Central European Time, or 7 a.m. PST if you're in the US.
Yeah, because the US is changing their clock, I think, in the coming weekend.
Yeah, we already did
yeah.
last weekend, actually.
Yeah, so for the North American viewers, I think now it started at 8 a.m. Los Angeles
I'm
time.
not going to hazard that guess. It could be.
Yeah, and then next stream should be 7 a.m. again.
Yeah, anyway. So, we hope to see you again in 2 weeks. And not sure what the topic will be. We'll see.
I'm sure it will be a very interesting topic.
As always.
So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
And see you in 2 weeks' time.
And take very good care of yourself.
Bye-bye.